So, can I ask you a question? Okay, sweet. So, I'm just wondering, what makes you a Christian? Like, you say you're a Christian, but what makes you think you're a Christian? And why do you claim to be one? Lots of people say, yeah, I'm a Christian. Well, lots of people can say lots of things, but really, do you live like you're a Christian? I mean, what makes you different from the world? What makes you separate from everybody else that you should be able to claim that you're a Christian? Because when you claim that you're a Christian, you're saying that Jesus Christ is your Lord and that He is who you live for. But when you're out there living in the world and doing the things that everybody else that is not a Christian is doing, I don't understand how you think you're a Christian. I just really don't. I know that we all fall into sin, and I know that we all fail God daily. But there's a difference between sinning and willfully sinning. Lots of us know that drinking is wrong, having sex before you are married is wrong, and smoking weed is wrong. But so many of us compromise, and we're just like, well, so-and-so says they're a Christian, and they feel like this is okay, and they do it, so I think I should be able to do it too, and still be able to call myself a Christian. And lots of us play the role thinking that what makes us a Christian is because we go to church on Sunday, or because we read our Bible in Sunday school or whatever. But is that really what makes you a Christian? Is that really what you're going to base your faith off of and base what you claim to be a Christian as? I mean, really and honestly, lots of people go to church. That doesn't make you a Christian. It just really doesn't. Lots of people go in restaurants, but that does not make them a restaurant owner or something, you know what I mean here. So basically, I'm just saying, if you're going to claim to be a Christian, then don't go out and live like the rest of the world, because that's hypocritical. And to the outside world that are looking to Christians to see a picture of Jesus, and then they see us acting just like the rest of the world out there, how are they ever going to know who the Lord truly is and what makes us any different from them? And how are they ever going to want anything to do with Christianity? So I'm just saying, you know, I know that it's hard, and I know that a lot of us struggle with peer pressure, and a lot of us struggle, you know, with just giving in to temptations because so-and-so did it, or everyone else is doing it, so we feel like we need to do it to fit in, or to be liked, or, you know, to have the acceptance of the people around us. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter who accepts you here. All that matters is that you're accepted by God. And it is such a better feeling to stand out and to stand up and be different than it is to just follow the crowd and do what they're doing. Because trust me, I've been both places. And I used to call myself a Christian because I was like, yeah, I'm totally a Christian. My parents, they love God, and we go to church like every Sunday, and I know most of the songs that they sing in worship, and I listen to the pastor and blah, blah, blah. But was I really putting to word what God's word was saying, putting to action what God's word was saying? Was I really doing what the pastor was preaching, or was I just agreeing with it and then being like, well, I'm not applying that to my life right now. I'll do that someday later. Because I would party. I would have sex with my boyfriend. I even tried smoking weed, but I didn't like that at all. I did a lot of things that I'm very not proud of, but I called myself a Christian while I did these things, and I didn't realize how bad that just makes the Christian society look, and it just makes you look so fake, living a double life, and it's just not at all what God intends. So if you're going to say you're a Christian, and if you're going to claim to be one, act like one. Act like Jesus Christ, and don't do things that put your Jesus on a cross. And every time that you think about sin from now on, or you think about doing it or giving into it, think about Jesus. Think about the nails that were pierced into his hands and say, is it really worth it for me to sin when he went through all that he went through for me and my sins? No, it's not. It never is. And he just deserves more out of us. He really does. And it's so much more joy just living for God and just letting God's light shine through you and really owning up to the title Christian. And I just encourage you to do that. And if you need any advice or any help, just let me know, because I've been where you are and I know how it can be. But just please don't say that you're a Christian and then live like you know nothing about God, or that you have anything, that you have nothing to do with God except for, on Sunday or when you want something for God or need Him to do something for you.